They were here, but it's been a while. Fire's cold. Tracks are mostly gone. So where'd they go?
We won't know if we stand around here. Let's look around.
Right. Probably in the ruins. Their supplies are still here. Still, I don't know. Something feels... Rook? Let's be careful. Very, very careful.
Right. That looks a lot like the Fade tears we saw when Solus was doing his ritual.
But we can walk through these.
Is that safe?
It's the only way across, so I hope so. Demons? And sentinels? But I thought we stabilized this area.
The why is a little less important than taking care of this quickly.
Right. Quickly.
You okay, Star?
I don't know.
We're on fire. Look out!
Great job, Rook! Great! Okay, the Veil Jumpers definitely came through here. Ynarl. Hamiel? Melora. Oh, pretty recently, too. But there's something else. A little older and weirdly familiar. Where do I know that from? We'll have to cross here. Just, don't look down. It's, well, a long way to the ground.
here.
Picking up some range.
What's wrong with that range team?
It's more agitated than usual. Take it down and worry about the why after.
Got it. That rage demon. It smelled like tin. Like the aftermath of powerful magic.
So what does that mean?
It means we hurry. Got it. Careful ahead.
Time for a fight!
That satchel. That was Melora's. Is Melora's, I mean.
So why would a demon have it. And where's Melora?
I don't know. I wish I did, but I don't. I can't think of any explanation that makes this a good thing.
Then we keep looking for answers.
Yeah, right. Sure thing. I think we're getting close.
How sure are you?
As sure as I can be. That's all I've got.
You trust your gut. We'll watch your back.
Right. Of course. Thanks.
Wait. Is that...
Mythal! The missing Veilguard! General. Animal.
Melora, you okay?
We have to stop it. Get them down.
Boris Shivan? I can't believe it. It's really you. I'd hoped you might come, but I didn't let myself believe it.
Syrian.
Laura? Are you all right?
You're dead.
No. No, nothing could be further from the truth. He delivered me, as he will deliver us all.
He? Who's he? Who are you talking about, Syrian? Who saved you?
I did.
How many more of you are planning on showing up?
None. It is only myself, and I cannot yet manifest. Soon enough, though, with Syrian's aid. I am a Norris. They call me...
A forgotten one.
Yes, well done. Forgotten, but not gone. The 6th and the 7th roam free, and the way stands clear. And I will guide our people to ascension, as the others have found, as these two will soon find.
The demons. They were the Veil Jumpers.
Shit. You're right.
Why, Syrian? Why do that to our people? We wanted to save them, not destroy them.
I mean, they wouldn't...
Alas, a regrettable possibility, if the ritual is done wrong.
You told me it would give them strength, purity. You never said it could kill them.
I had assumed you could handle such a trifling task, Syrian. Perhaps I chose my herald poorly. If you lack the conviction to see your people ascend...
Why, Syrian? Why do this? Why him?
Because only he offers the truth. And is willing to help our people. That's all I've ever wanted. All we've ever wanted.
No. Not like this. Never like this. Why couldn't you stay a memory?
Come now, Syrian. We will leave your sister to her contemplation. As well as other things.
We have to get them out.
Good idea, but how?
Working on it. got it. I think. If we break the artifacts on the edges, the energy flow should stop.
You sure?
No. But it's all I've got. It's working! One more to go.
More demons incoming.
We can handle a few more.
Hurry! They don't have much longer.
To the left. Now there's a nice shot.
We're getting good at this. These should be the last demons. Hang in there, Yanaro. Careful left.
Lucky shot.
Let's get Hamuel and Yanaro back to camp.
Shouldn't we go after Syrian?
He's gone. Come on, let's signal the others. Ready to signal the others?
Yeah? Let's let them know where we are.
Okay, I'll give them the signal.
Yanaro's still breathing, same as Hamuel, because of you. So Syrian's alive. Damn. And working with the Forgotten One? You sure it was him?
I wish I wasn't. But it was him. Or close enough. Raising demons? Killing veil jumpers? How could he... My brother.
Maybe he's being controlled. Blood magic or something?
What about that mask? It started glowing. When Inars was speaking, I mean.
Bronze? Kind of ugly?
Yes, exactly.
An Eveniris Bond mask. Damn.
We found a few of them around Arlethan, but they were broken, or at least dormant. But with all the raw magic the gods brought back into the world, guessing that's changed things.
The mask would link to one of the gods, or a sufficiently powerful mage. Let you feel whatever they felt, mostly used to control their servants.
So Syrian's being controlled? That isn't him?
Servant, not slave. It can't control your thoughts. You just feel what they feel. For some people, that's enough.
So what should we do now?
We can't let him keep doing this. Not to our people.
We need to stop him. No matter what.
I know, Strife, but I can get through to him. I know I can.
And if you can't?
Right. Let's go.
With Weishaupt gone, it'll only invoke... If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can help. Send your friends my way. Tell them Amelia will set them up.
You're late. And you brought a guest.
I hope I'm not putting you out.
No, this is Tasha's home as much as mine, even if she does not visit very often.
I don't smell the Iskop. We always have Iskop on Tuesdays.
I am not yet finished with my studies. I thought you would help me tonight.
And by help, you mean do it all. You haven't even chopped the melons.
You swing axes all day. Do you lack the strength to chop a few melons? The runes on the tablet are written in the old Kunari tongue, but they are incomplete.
So they never finished it?
No. It is clearly finished, but parts of letters have been hidden somehow, rendering the tablet unreadable.
Sounds like they didn't want you to read it.
Yes. Unfortunately, there are few other documents that date back to the first expedition.
What do you mean, the first expedition?
Your history teaches that Kunari landed on Thedas 300 years ago, in the Steel Age. This is true, but incomplete. Almost 1,000 years earlier, the first expedition came only to vanish. They were Kunari who predated the Qun itself. That is what I study.
Here, food's ready.
This is not Iskop.
It was gonna take too long. I wanted to hear about the tablet.
Did you?
Yeah?
Well, as I said, It is at least 1,000 years old.
Hara Merad Zasham.
More emphasis. The sentence is a march, not a race. Hera Merad Zesham.
I'm trying.
I'm glad you came, Panaidan.
Thanks for coming.
She used she. You haven't told her yet.
I was going to. Then we got here and she was like that.
You should be able to be yourself around her. Hey, you get to be who you are.
I know. I'll tell her.
When you're ready, on your terms.
Thanks.
Can't do this without a wisp. Now I'm getting somewhere. That did it.
Another library door open.
I can't believe you're asking for a favor as though nothing's happened.
What crapped in your bed?
Sorry. Didn't know you two were in the middle
Rook!
of...
Excellent. Come in. We could use a second sober voice.
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
It's a figure of speech.
Tosh?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, come now.
I need one of these little needle things to dig some crap out of my armor. Death Mage won't give me one.
First, a bone threader is an extremely delicate instrument. Second, it's Emmerich. Tash, my name is Emmerich, not Death Mage, not Corpse Guy, not... I won't repeat the rest.
What? You are a Death Mage.
Why are all my attempts to converse with you met with scorn? What have I done to you, Tash?
You talk about corpses too much.
It's a rich topic.
No, corpses are messed up. They used to have people in them. You make a move like they're alive, but they smell wrong and they move wrong, and none of it is okay.
Oh.
Especially the ones with skin still on them.
So what I'm hearing is, Tosh isn't into terrifying dark magic.
It's not all terrifying.
And Emmerich would appreciate not being bullied and called names.
Ugh. Fine.
I'd no idea necromancy upset you so deeply, Tosh. Quite honestly, I didn't think you feared anything.
I don't. But I could have said it was bugging me. I didn't think you cared what I thought.
Of course I do. We're colleagues on this journey.
Okay. Sorry I called you a liker. Skull liker.
You two could still learn things together you'd never find out alone. Emmerich, you clearly find talking about dragons boring.
What? How? Who doesn't like dragons?
Aren't you curious why Tosh likes them as much as you like necromancy?
The question crossed my mind.
And maybe Emmerich could help demystify magic, Tosh.
Maybe he could share a little. So I know how to deal with walking corpses next time I'm in an old ruin.
I'd be happy to.
Thought you might be. What are you doing?
The wisps are drawn to something around here. The boxes are baited with notes, baubles, things they steal.
Maybe they're drawn to you.
They've been seen here when I'm not. There's more to it.
Ah, yes. Wisps. The real enemy.
I've seen stranger.
When I woke up this morning, I didn't see Wisp Hunt coming.
Life's full of surprises.
Can't argue with that.
Good. You've got a habit of creating them. What?
Nothing. I just like surprising you.
Is that so? It's been interesting. I'll give you that.
More than interesting.
Well, I try.
Then I hope I'm worth the effort. Never.
Rook, I think caught a wisp.
Is that all?
don't ask for much, or for anything. You know, the world's not fair on a good day. You and me, Rook. We chase trouble. So what can we ask for?
Anything we want.
And we'll get it? Just like that?
Why not?
No. I think you might be trouble.
Thanks for the tip-off. Got...
How are things?
You good?
Things are going well.
Oh, it's a long story. Keeping safe. Till next time.
You're in a mood. Why the frown?
I saw it. What really happened at the Swan? Witness still secret.
Busker's disappearing from Docktown. But why? Something to look into.
Ship got in yesterday.
Huh. Some kind of fabulous treasure buried in the city?
Oh, that. A local myth. Turns up every few years. Details differ, but the essence remains the same. Though the sell's a little harder than usual.
What happened to the salt room?
Who dies next? Latest chapter. Read it now.
I prefer having items delivered, but some things you must do yourself.
Look around and you'll find something. We've got, I don't know, something you might need?
The perfect deal.
The note mentioned a bridge near here. No harm looking.
Is it true the Aunt Tom haven't?
Minrathus saved. It's a good story. Not one I needed to live through.
Oh, I don't take orders. I just bring out the food.
Brooke, Cedar Siconia mentioned you.
And you are?
I run the Lamplighter. We're hosting Cedar's next show.
Heard you're in good with the boss. I'll make sure to pour the best stuff.
Nev, if I asked what's bothering you...
Hey, Rana. What's going on?
This entrance was magically sealed. Now it's not. A prank? Or someone trying to hide something?
Where were we?
Nev, if I asked what's bothering you, would I get an answer?
Alia says Minrathus is broken, and I've called it the same, but I don't like it that way.
Are you worried about what some Benatori said? Don't let her get under your skin.
I know. You know, when you were assassinating all those Venatori, it's too bad Alia missed the list.
Say the word, then I'll make up for it this time.
A ruined tower by the water.
set for work tomorrow.
Hey, there was a bloke.
Secretive order loses
Venatori. And? I don't know.
Everyone talks about the Swan. Sure, Seed is incredible, but the place is weirder than I prefer.
You've never said where you're from.
News from Neanderthal. What are you hearing about White House? If I left, what would I do?
Whatever you fall into.
Oh, the silver coin?
Leave the whole damn city.
That's my
if you
kind of
want.
place.
I know a ship
made
set
some
for
of the
River
best
in a few months,
and worst
short of
decisions
deckhand.
of my life.
What
there.
if it doesn't work?
Then get yourself back and I'll get you hired again.
Candlehop conspiracy. Messages to no one.
A key? Well, this is promising. Now to find the door that this unlocks. Watch for danger ahead. Don't want to end up like that poor soul. An ambush! Someone feels off about this treasure hunt.
Watch behind you.
Hey,
Got us a raise.
Costing plenty. Hard to recover now.
They really didn't want us getting through that door.
I knew this was a trap.
Oh. What is that smell? What a miserable way to go. The desperate being lured down here by the promise of riches, only to find death. The treasure hunt. Someone took the game and twisted it. They didn't sell it as an adventure. They sold it as a way out. There's a demon feeding off the desperate in Minrathous, manipulating them. And those who don't listen, die. Evidence points to the catacombs. The rest is on us.
You know, you're somewhat famous among the Shadow Dragons. At least... the demon of Virantium is.
Famous or infamous?
Because you're a mage killer. You turned that title on the Venatori. That's a point in your favor.
Right. Nothing in our way now.
I know you. Spikeman's presence in the ossuary. One of Zara's pets.
He took me there, Elia, but I have been here much longer.
You've been toying with the people of Ducktown.
I am an answer that they come seeking. I give them something to do when their world is cruel. People will do such fun things when they're desperate.
We've got company.
Need to
take that.
With all that's happened, I can see how a demon of desperation woke up here. It could feed on the city and make things worse.
Further destabilizing the city only helps the Venatori.
But we stopped it. Nev, you alright?
Yeah. Hate that the damn thing was here, but this was a good win.
A dragon here? I never thought.
have company.
Let's get to work! Fight!
Ooh. Ready if you are.
They're pulling us down!
Nice work! So I'm supposed to just accept that they're better because of an accident of birth?
That's just how the world works.
Where they stand! Get with mine! There! That was a beast! I feel the blessing!
You know, you're somewhat famous among the Shadow Dragons. At least the Demon of Virantium is.
Famous or infamous?
Because you're a mage killer. You turned that title on the Venatori. That's a point in your favor.
I saw some of the Shadows work before. Well, anyway, their good opinion is worth having.
My family isn't altars either.
Feel free to browse. We'll get you something just right.
I have a cousin who lives in this part of town.
Tired.
Too many Venator.
That goes to you.
What?
Nothing. You're just so serious.
So are you.
Cynical, sure. Married to the job, I'll give you that one too, but serious? Have I crossed that line? Well, what now? Do I brood to the middle distance? Speak in solemn tones?
Up there.
I forgot what I was going to say. Hear that?
Well, what now? Do I brood to the middle distance? Speak in solemn tones?
All right, all right. Take it back.
Everything built up around the docks here.
Has anyone been held accountable for the damage?
So you came in one morning and her desk was just empty. Fish on the other side of the city. He usually sets up close to the condemned Toth Temple. Light as that ever tasted.
Come by!
Cheese.
Mages in dark robes were looking for labourers to move crates of the docks.
The number of wisps that find you in the lighthouse is unnerving. Despite
We blew them! That's one for us.
We are finding our home.
Another message for us.
Interesting.
I'm not sure I like this.
Company, get ready. There we go.
Everyone still alive?
Here goes nothing.
In Min Rathas.
Father gives me an allowance. Those missing buskers performed here. Let's see what we can find. Wine. A lot of it.
Silent plains beget. Only Benettori would drink that swill.
They were here for a while, drinking. Waiting for what? Let's check outside, see where they went. Wine. Probably a cheap vintage. Not the same as the wine inside. I think the buskers drank out here. That's blood. Did one of the buskers get hurt? No busker would leave their instrument behind. Strings are broken. Somebody knocked this instrument around. All right. The Venatori are drinking inside. They have a signal for when the buskers finish. The buskers go outside for a drink. They're distracted. Then the Venatori ambush them and haul them away. So we don't know why yet, but we know where the buskers were taken. The lookout. Let's find those buskers. Stay ready, though. The Venatori are... Another candle hop. Still warm. Whoever was on watch just left. Dead. He's Venatori, not one of the buskers.
Stabbed in the back. Poorly. Someone wasn't sure of themselves.
Empty. Where are they? A restaurant pamphlet. The garden. It mentions performers.
Carelessness or a trap? Maybe both.
We could approach the garden from the rooftops. That'll give us some cover. We still need to save the buskers, but if this is a trap, let's be smart about it. Well, there's other ways to get into the catacombs.
Someplace dangerous and unpredictable? Of course we'll find a way in.
I think what she was researching.
There's a problem.
Venatori, and not far from the garden. That's not a coincidence. Let's go in and see if there's any sign of what happened to the buskers. Someone wasn't spending much on their wine.
What can I get you?
What can I get you?
have you seen any buskers from Docktown today?
Ha! I heard those songbirds had gone missing.
The Venatori had plans. I set them straight.
We followed a lead here. So could the Venatori.
All right. They're below. Just make it quick before someone sees you.
Ale? Whiskey? Brandy? Some days we have a mystery stew.
Hello? Who goes there?
Are you the buskers? We're here to help.
So, are you a fellow felon?
Call me Rook. I've been looking for missing buskers.
Lex Aulos, street balladeer, and sworn enemy of the Venatori, apparently.
How did you piss them off?
Well, say I'd composed a catchy but searing satirical ballad with rhymes for vainglory and excretory. And then taught said ballad to every performer in town.
That would do it.
Well, thanks to you and the owner's entirely legitimate seaway access, we live to compose another day. I'll send word to the other performers in hiding. Adieu, Rook. Our ballad needs another verse that mentions you.